Greetings and salutations. I'm back. Not that I thought anyone would miss me or anything, but I thought I'd just come back and do some videos again. I've been just flat out with work and general life stuff, as we all are lately. I've also been having a lot of trouble with inspiration for music. It's easy to get sort of disheartened with your music and just not bothered at times, So I've just sort of been trying to, instead of concentrating on videos, just concentrating on playing guitar and just enjoying it and trying to get some passion back. I've also had one particular friend pushing me to get going again and do some more videos. So over the last couple of months, I've just been trying to simplify my mixes a little bit, and I noticed they were getting really convoluted with too many plugins and too much just processing all the time and that. I just wanted to simplify and go back to sort of simpler mixes and simpler sounds. I've gone back, instead of quad tracking guitars, I'm just dual tracking now. And so the song you're about to hear is what I've been doing lately. Just it's a recent song I wrote, just simplifying my mixes. After that, I was thinking of doing a more simple tutorial series of videos for people who want to get into recording. I have a nephew who's just bought recording gear. He's playing guitar and stuff, and he's trying to get into it, but there's so many videos on the net that are just so, they're not simple in terms of just starting out. Starting out can be really daunting at first, and then you start hearing things about EQs and compression and all this other stuff, and at the start you just want to get started and plug your guitar in and make a bit of noise and just write a song. You're not too concentrating on how perfect it sounds at the start. You just want to get recording, and I want to do a few videos for people literally at that really base level of just starting. Start really simple. What is a VST? How do you go about putting MIDI tracks into your song? Just the simplest things that most of us know, but when you're starting out can be quite daunting, and looking up on the net, it's really hard to find good quality content that's just spoken to in layman's terms, where you just can easily understand without getting too deep into it. Yeah, so I've just been trying to get some musical inspiration going again. The song you're about to hear I recorded probably about a month ago, just trying, like I said, to simplify things. I actually got an acoustic guitar off a friend. He wanted to just give it to me, but I don't like taking things, so I just gave him a little bit of money and got an acoustic guitar. It's actually, push my seat back, it's actually not too bad, quite nice. It's nothing fancy, but it sounds good in a recording, so you'll hear a little bit of that. I used my cheapest Flying V that I got from China a while back, put a Seymour Duncan in it, just having some fun, So enjoy the song. Afterwards I will do a quick mix rundown just so you can see what exactly I'm doing now, and enjoy indeed. Thanks guys. So here we are in Reaper, guys. Going to show you a quick mix rundown of the song you just heard. So we'll start with the acoustic guitars that I did. These are the acoustic guitar. This is the tone. So pretty simple. I just went direct into the mic here. For plugins, I use the Sunset Sound Studio reverb from IK Multimedia, and also the 440 tape machine from IK Multimedia as well. It just gives it a bit of a nice polish on the end there. And dry, the guitars sound like this. If I bring that tape machine in, it's very, very subtle, barely hear it, but then the reverb, so that's the acoustic guitars. For a bit of clean ambient guitars down here, I went with Archetype Petrucci and also the Soldano. So the Soldano one is this. And the Petrucci one is this. And as you can see, as usual, sometimes, like always, I'm just using presets. Up here, Crystal Cave, Dark, and on the Soldano, I use the Ambient Clean. So, you know, stock standard presets that sounded really good. So, okay, so just got a little bit of Spitfire Audio Labs for just this first bit of little bit of violin here. That sounds like this. It's very subtle. Very subtle. So you barely hear it, but it's definitely there. Okay, so for drums on this one, I've actually been really enjoying Perfect drums again. I just like the ability to control the reverb and, you know, stuff like that, and the room on each individual piece, which I find is very limiting in EZdrummer 3. You can't just go into, say, the snare and just boost the reverb a little bit without having to actually put in a separate reverb, but then it sounds out of place to the rest of the reverb on the other drums. So unless you route out to all, you know, like route out all the pieces to separate tracks and do it that way, you can do it that way, but too much work. With this, with that snare, I can just boost the reverb here if I want. So you like really just get that reverb pumping. I had it on about 15. Just, I don't know, I've come to like that. Also, I really like the toms in this. And the kick sounds punchy, although with the kick, I did actually create a sample that I took from Hertz drums, because I really like the kick in that. So I blended the two kicks. That's the kick from Hertz drums and the standard kick from Perfect drums, and I blended the two. So the drums together sound like this. On that, I'm using the Master Desk plugin, which you've probably seen me using before. It just adds some nice color to it. It's more of a compression tool, just to add some color. A little bit of EQ, get that snare snapping up there. A little bit of high on the cymbals and stuff, and just a bit more oomph on the kick drum. So very simple. I think it sounds nice and punchy, works perfect. Now with the guitars, as I said, I have gone to dual tracking guitars, but I do a center guitar. It's very quiet. Now, that's the center guitar. And if you compare that with the other two, so yeah, I've stopped quad tracking, gone to dual, one pan left, one pan right, and one simply in the center. For the actual guitar tone, I've pretty much just gone back to Soldano. I really enjoy this plugin. I like the tone that it gives. I find a lot of the other plugins, while they're good, this just has a good all-round sound, a really good all-round sound. I just really think the tone just sounds really solid. I don't know what else to say about it. That's my settings there. If you happen to have the plugin, you want to try it out. That's the settings on the actual amp head. That's the settings on the cab. I'm pretty sure I do have a little bit of EQ on there. Not much, just subtle touches, and that's pretty much it. I do have overdrive 1 on, pretty stock standard, tones up a bit, and then drive down, level up. So that's my guitar tone. On the actual bus folder of the guitar track, I have Ozone 11 EQ. This is a free EQ, great EQ. So that's, I'll show you without. What I'll do is I'll turn everything off and show you the guitar tone by itself, so you can hear what I've done to it after the fact, post-processing. So EQ on. I have the Master Desk there, like always. I just like the color that it adds. If I take it off, and then I've got the T-Rex white compressor happening, and also which one is this? The TR5 TAC A6100 tape from OK Multimedia as well. So that's my whole guitar chain. Bass, as usual, Parallax. I will be doing a video on this. I know I've said it a few times, but I will be doing a video on this very soon. Neutron Elements, just for the EQ. That's my EQ curve. I have been trying this. It's Invisible Verb Pro. It's a free plugin from Aurora DSP in conjunction with, I will get back to you on that one. This I found as well, Bass Professor. This actually
really boost your bass. It's a free plugin. Just look up Bass Professor Mark II, you'll find it. But I'll show you what this does to the bass. This is amazing. And then, as always, a little bit of Ozone Imager just to give the bass just a little bit of separation. Okay, so I just want to show you this Bass Professor. So if I turn it off, so you can really hear it just really gives the bass some real cut, you know, in the mix. So pretty much that's all my stock standard stuff, guys. There's not much changed. I've just simplified a lot. I think on the master bus I have Neutron Elements with some compressor, EQ, and a little tad of exciter. Tape machine 440 again from IK Multimedia. That's just Restream, so I can go through OBS to show you guys what I'm doing. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Really stock standard. I've really tried to nut down and keep things as simple as possible because my mixes were getting just too much, and I think they were just becoming not clear after a while, and you can easily fall into this trap where you just keep adding and adding and adding, trying to polish and polish and polish, and eventually it just starts turning into a mess. So I'm trying to just get things as simple as possible. So there you go, guys. That is my most current mixing process. As I said, I am going to do some videos for more beginner courses, basically for people who are just starting out trying to get into recording, so that it's more simple to follow and, you know, start at the beginning. Basically start fresh, start at the beginning, and help people try to get into recording because it is such a fun thing. So please like and subscribe if you have got this far into the video, and enjoy indeed. Thanks, guys.